And it appears that we're live. Yay. You don't have to be a medium to see the show, but it helps to understand the show because I'm D Ocean and this is D Ocean's Deep Woo. And what do? We do woo. This is where you come to get woo, and I mean deep woo. Okay, we get very deep with the woo here, the deepest woo. Okay, so if you're not ready for that, you may not be ready for this channel. Not everybody is. But if you can handle it, I think you'll find it a lot of fun and very informative. Because what we do here is we do real magic. We do real energy work. We do the real thing. We talk about the real stuff here. This is not kindergarten, okay? You can start here if you're a fast learner, if you really want to dive in, but this is not kindergarten. Okay. Hey, Gemini. Hey, Linda Bennett. How you doing? So just to let you know, we're going to talk about some very deep concepts here. And that is what I've been requested to do, and that's what I'm going to do. So if this is too deep, then, there are other channels. So this channel, we do all kinds of, well, we do other woo too. We do things like talk about uh, other planets and aliens and Bigfoot and all kinds of other things. But mostly we talk about it from a magical perspective, from a woo perspective, from a accepting that this stuff will exist. I do not feel in any way that I have any reason to have to prove anything to anyone. I've already proven myself what I can do to enough people. So, hey, James Ortiz. So don't expect me to sit here and try to prove anything to you. Prove it to yourself. You can prove some of this to yourself, a lot of it, by just trying it and doing it and seeing if it works for you. So, just fair warning. We're not going to pussyfoot around and pretend that stuff doesn't exist, okay? Pretend that we don't know if this exists or not. That's for another show to do. By the time you get here, you got to accept that we accept that magic exists, energy work exists, aliens exist, okay? Interdimensionals exist, Bigfoot exists, all these things exist. Why? Because everybody sees them. People see them all over the world. Now, I don't mean every single person. I mean, they're seen. This is experienced all over the world. Okay? So tonight we're going to do tarot. And really, tarot makes really sense on a quantum level because we find that the universe has entanglements. And quantum entanglement is a real thing. And the quantum field is just another word for spirit, just another word for consciousness. That's all it is. So you can get real sciencey with it. And we might from time, we do. We actually do. But truly, it's still woo. It's still magic. It's still what it's always been. It's always been that. So if you can handle that, let's go on. This is my disclaimer. This is just tips, tricks, and hacks for playing that massively multiplayer, total immersion, holofractal. Holofractal, I've explained that before, like a hologram and fractal. learning game called, we like to call it Life on Planet Earth. Okay. I don't want to hear about whether or not you think it's a planet or whatever. Who knows for sure? It may even change depending on your consciousness. As a matter of fact, I have a feeling it does because it's a sim. That's how it changes. If it's a sim, that would explain everything, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it explain? Okay, think about it. So here we go. We're going to be doing Taro tonight and some more exercises so that you can be your lovely magical self, so that you can be your lovely shamanic self, your angelic self, your energy worker self, your light self, whatever it is you're working on. That's what we're helping you with here, okay? So I've been doing this for a lot of years, and um, I'm still learning. So you will probably be learning all your life, and that's a good thing. Okay, what all we got going on in the chat now? Hmm. Oh, sorry to hear you're going through some rough times, James. We're going to have to going to have to sort some more things out for you. Yes, well, we'll work on that a little bit tonight too. Okay, don't worry. You were doing better. Now, don't let. Okay, one thing I gotta say: you've been making progress. Every time you do something that changes everything, there are going to be things coming up to make you think it's not working, to make you think it's not happening. There'll be things to make you think it's happening and things to make you think it's not. But you got to keep going at times like that. Keep doing your inner work. Keep doing your work because it's at kind of a balance point and you have to make your choice. Now, I always get this. I mean, I get this all the freaking time from my inner guidance of various types. I have various types of guidance systems, but I always get make the choice. Is it or isn't it? Is it working or isn't it? But if it's really not working, you might want to alter some things. You might want to look up what maybe you didn't accomplish that well, and maybe you want to alter things, but you want to keep working on it. You want to keep going. You don't want to be a quitter. Okay. So don't lose heart. Well, thank you, Gemini. Gemini, you're a wonderful cheerleader, sister. I totally appreciate you. Um, Gemini and I talk a lot, let me tell you. She's a very wise woman. So, once again, if any of the core group need to get in touch with me either on MeWe or something, or oceandiana@gmail.com, and get my phone number and you can call me. Okay. I don't give that out to everybody though. But the email's just an email, so that's easy. But yeah, the phone number's a little more personal, so Okay. Now, Taro is coming. The Taro spreads are coming, but I'm going to do a little bit of explanation before I show them to you. And I think to get you in the mood just to be able to absorb things, let's do some breathing. If you would with me, let's do our ohms and some breathing so we can feel good enough to be able to absorb this. We're not going to do a meditation before because I'll lose you all. You'll all be so happy that I'll go out like a. I was lost so many people to just going out like, but they're not really lost, but they're just, oh, what cowboy? Oh, okay. Oh, oh, he's sitting behind, actually, he's laying behind me and he's rolled over on his back. And that's usually the position that says, Mom, are you going to pet me? So he's here too, but he's kind of hiding behind my back. Oh, he's not? Are you going to show yourself, Mr. Wonderful? Are you? You're going to show? Let me see if I can get him in the camera there. There you go. There's Mr. Wonderful right there. Mr. Ham. You're a ham, aren't you? Are you a ham? Yeah. So there's Mr. Purrs. He's right there. Uh, he's keeping an eye on everything. You know, that's what cats do. Okay. Yeah, that's my little cowboy. When and he always has to say hi to Gemini Moon. Okay. So it's okay, baby. I didn't mind you leaning there. I just was surprised. All of a sudden I feel something hitting my back, and here I reach back there and he's like got his legs up in the air and his belly is leaning on my back. Um he's a character. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Linda. Linda, you have my phone number. I gave you my phone number. Oh, you left a message for everybody else. Is that what you mean? Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, core group, you can have my number. It's okay. Um, okay, let's get busy. Let's do our so we can be nice and relaxed and receptive, okay? And breathe a little bit and get some oxygen in there so it can get you. This will help you too, James, okay? So, oh yeah, he is a lover and he just loves you guys. He loves the energy. Yes, he does. He's very happy on the energy beds. And what I'm doing is oh, I'm going to do that right. I'm going to activate that right now. Ether bed healing mode. So I am going to activate healing mode of the ether bed set and be broadcasting that along with everything else. Now, every time I broadcast, I'm going to be sitting on, or every time I broadcast from here anyway, I'm going to be sitting on the ether bed set and I'm going to be broadcasting the healing vibe from the ether bed set along with the other vibe. So you will get some free energy work along with every single video live stream that we do from here. So that's what I'm doing for you guys. And it also doesn't hurt me one bit to have the healing mode on because it helps me stay alert for, it helps me stay feeling good enough to get through the show. So I gotta say, it's subtle. In most ways, it's subtle, but I am feeling better since I'm sleeping on it. I think there is a difference. I am seeing a difference in it. And I would say, and the minute I say ether bed healing mode, like just now, I felt energy come up. So I do believe this is working. So hopefully, now you tell me, can you feel it? when I turned it on, when I turned basically the way you turn the ether bed on is in a quantum way, because this is quantum energy. And remember, we're doing quantum here. That's magic. That's a sciencey way of saying magic. Okay. So you are feeling it. Yes. That is what you were feeling. So we're going to have that every time now. So you're going to get that every time. Isn't that nice? See, that what I was always planning. I thought it would be such a nice thing to be able to share it with my friends, which I find I always want to do. It's that Ubuntu. Now, I don't know if any of you really know much about Ubuntu, but the whole idea of Ubuntu is I can't really be happy if my friends aren't happy. I mean, I can, but it's not a total happiness unless my friends are happy too. You know, I can be okay with it all. I can be that kind of happy, but it doesn't feel right unless I'm sharing the good stuff. Okay. So the whole story about Ubuntu is, or one of the illustrations of Ubuntu is, so somebody came along and said, whoever, put some candy by the tree, and whoever gets to the tree first gets the candy, gets the bag of candy in a village. And all of the kids joined hands and they all ran to the tree at once. And the guy said, why did you do that? Whoever got there first could have gotten the whole bag of candy. And they said, well, I wouldn't feel good eating the candy if everybody else wasn't having any. Because they see themselves as a family, a unit, not separate from each other, really, not a totally separate person. Your family, your real family, is part of you. And they're all important. And that is really the kind of sharing I think the world needs to think more like that. It's like we've got so much. Why are we not sharing? I get that all the time. The only reason anybody's hungry is we're not sharing properly. So, Hey, Marilena. So if we were, everybody would be fed. Mother Earth tells me she has fed 3 times as many people as are on the earth right now. So don't worry about that. And by the way, have to tell you, don't worry about a population explosion. We ain't having one. Population bomb is a dud, complete and total dud. We actually have way less people than we were predicted to gonna have. And on this planet. So really, we're not experiencing a population boom at all. Okay, especially not now. Our birth rates have dropped and everything. So there's all kinds of reasons for that. We're not going to go into that. So every time I'm on this show, I'm also I'm also doing my best endeavoring to send energy out to the rest of the world too, because they need it right now. Very challenging times, but very exciting times too, if you know what to look for. So, Marilena, um, ohms. Start with the ohms. Start with some breathing. Start with the ohms. Let's do some ohms to clear all of the crap, okay? Uh-oh. The USA Embassy has told South Africa to stock up on food and water. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're up to something. They're up to something. Oh yeah, are they ever up to something? They've been up to something. I'm very sure. I'm just going to tell you right off. I'm quite sure that some of the things that are happening the way they're happening were totally intended. I mean, some of the disasters, I think some of them, if not all of them, were completely intended by somebody nefarious. Okay. That's still happening, and it's going to call attention to the whole screwed up mess. And then we're going to be able to unravel it from there. Unfortunately, that some people are going to have to live with the consequences or die with the consequences. But in some way, shape, or form, that's got to be in their contract, because if you weren't meant to be in that crash, you wouldn't be. There's all kinds of instances where people were either delayed or some other thing happened and they didn't get on a flight or a train or whatever. They were not in a situation and did not die. So these things are, if you're meant to be there, you'll be there. And if not, you won't be. So, and you can decide, even if you have a contract, even if you have some kind of agreement, you can actually decide once you get here to change that. You can change your agreement. You can say, nope, think I'm staying, as I did. I said, nope, I think I'm staying. I got some stuff yet to do. I think I'm going to stay and get it done. So I did. Done that more than once. Hey, the Queen of Sheba. Well, nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you. So, uh, okay, so oming. Let's do the ohms and let's do some breathing. And remember, you need oxygen in your body. Okay, you just do. So get your spine straight, get relaxed, but not in a position where you're going to fall asleep during this, okay? Because you're going to miss the whole rest of the class. Okay. And okay, let's start with the ohms. Remember to open your mouth when you do this. It's not just humming. You are actually vibrating the bones, and you're sending those vibrations through your body when you're doing this ohming. That's why the ohming is important. Okay, so let's do the ohms. It is a vibration. Okay, ohm. Okay. I always ask that whatever the frequency is, get sent out with those. And tonight we had to have ascending tones. So, okay. We got our 3 ohms in. I feel different. That's better. This is kind of like purring to a cat, okay? They purr to feel better too. So It's humans and then humans sing. So Mary wins. Hi, how you doing, honey? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our breathing to get us into that different frame of mind and to give ourselves some oxygen and get rid of all the old energy out of our lungs. So we're going to do our breathing and we're going to do in 4 and out 6. I'll do the count for you. Good. That's great, Linda. I'm going to do the count for you, and we're going to do it 10 times. And so get ready to do that. Okay, I hope so too. But yeah, I guess James is feeling a little rough right now. But I'm feeling pretty good, actually. Um, I'm going to try and get a few more nights free for this because I really think if we did this at least every weeknight, we'd be doing really well. But we'll see what I can do, what I can arrange, because I got things that go on in the evening. Um, oh, thank you. Yeah, I had to try something new. I just felt like I had to do something new. It's spring, early spring. And I was just getting tired of the way I looked and wanted to change it. So there you go. Um, okay. Breathing. We're going to breathe in for a 4 count and out for a 6 count. We're going to do that 10 times. That's going to help you get in the right zone for learning. Okay. It's going to help you. So let's just do that. It's going to relax you, oxygenate you, get you in the right frequency for learning stuff and accepting this energy healing that you're feeling. Okay. Oh, by the way, for those of you who just came in, I am sitting on the etheric synergy bed and I'm beaming out the healing mode right now. So if you're feeling the energy, you're feeling that healing mode energy. And you're going to pick this energy up and use the energy in your solar plexus to spread it all through your body. Okay. So we're going to do a visualization about your solar plexus too. Okay. But right now we're going to do breathing. So follow me with the breathing. Okay. Follow me with the breathing. In count of 4, out count of 6. I'll count for you. You don't have to think about it. Okay. We're going to do 10. Okay. Now, in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now just breathe normally. And that should have you feeling different. Okay. Oh, you dreamed of that. Well, isn't that interesting? There you go. Sis, well, sis, you got to figure. Um, okay. Now we're going to rev up your middle, your solar plexus, the part that's going to have the energy to heal. You're going to use the energy that you soak up from the sun and the environment. We're going to use that energy to heal ourselves. Okay, so this is important. Please pay attention. Okay, if you can. If you can, I understand. You can always replay this. Okay, we're going to visualize now that we're going to visualize our central sun of our body, okay, which is right in your solar plexus, which is where your stomach is. And you should be feeling, even as I talk about it right now, I can feel it's reacting to me talking about it. That is a very important area. That is supposed to be sending energy to all the rest of your body. So let's make sure that we're getting the energy into that area. So spine straight as possible. You have scoliosis, don't I understand? I do. But as straight as possible. And think about a beautiful yellow, warm, golden sun. It's a beautiful yellow, golden sun right there in your middle, beaming beautiful, warm, soft, healing energy, just like the sun on a perfect day when the sky is beautiful and the sun is beating down in a nice, soft, warm way. Okay? Beaming its light, beaming its codes down onto us. Feel that warmth, gentle but strong warmth, right in your middle there, and let it spread out. Let that beautiful warmth spread out. Draw it in from the universe. Draw it in from the energy of the universe, the energy of consciousness, the field, whatever you want to call it. Draw it in. And let your sun get nice and bright, beautiful, golden, bright, warm energy flow. Send it to all of the parts of your body. Just let the beautiful rays heal every part of your body. Feel the energy going up your spine and down your spine and into your limbs and up into your head. That beautiful healing energy in your middle. Okay, from your beautiful sun. Let it get nice and bright. Really, really bright. Just keep taking energy in from the universe. The universe has a limitless supply. Charge yourself up really, really good. And while you're doing this, breathe. Now, breathe like I told you to breathe. 4 in, 6 out for a little bit. We're going to charge up really good here. Okay, and as this lovely energy circulates throughout your body, warming everything up, making everything feel energized again, making everything feel loved, because this really is the love. This is the love of God, the love of the universe, the love of the quantum field. And because that frequency is love, yes. So send that all through you and think to yourself, this is healing everything. This is healing all my organs and every cell in my little mitochondria and everything else. This is healing my DNA. This is healing everything. Lengthening my telomeres. If you don't know what the telomeres are, they're the little ends of your DNA that erode over time. So we're going to now tell it to lengthen our telomeres. We're going to say, okay, release more telomerase. Telomerase is what strengthens your telomeres. So we're going to say, yes, we need to manufacture more telomerase. Send it to all our cells. Send it everywhere so that our telomeres lengthen and we feel better. We feel younger. Okay. So you got a little side benefit here. Telomerase. Okay. So we can see things better. We're also going to say DMT production up by twice because our brain makes it. And it helps you to see, to be able to see. Double that. Okay. Now that we've got that beaming, okay. Well, I feel really good right now. I hope you do too, because I feel great right now. Okay, so now that you've got that working, now I can give you the information. You'll be able to absorb it better. Okay. We're going to do that every time. We're not going to do the guided meditation yet, though. I don't want to lose anybody. But please take your chakras, move them all back to your spine, align them, and then think snap to grid, which is your spine. kind of a snap to grid maneuver. I'm just snap in the right place on your spine. And you'll feel that too. And then we're going to do our expansion. So expand yourself out, feel the edges of your energy and expand it out and expand it out and expand it to encompass the whole place you live, way farther than your body, out beyond the planet, out beyond the solar system. Keep expanding out to fill the whole galaxy. Just keep expanding and expanding and expanding, and you will find out you're really limitless. When you get tired of expanding, of feeling how far you can expand, because it's really very infinite, you can stop thinking about that, but then just make sure you have all the wrinkles and kinks and everything out of your lovely self, and stop trying to cram yourself into a tiny avatar body, because this is just a tiny little, not even a pinpoint compared to what you really are. You just need it to interact with this realm. So, okay, that's great. I'm great. Hello, Patricia V. Hi. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Okay, have you been on before? Seems like maybe you've been here before. I can't remember. I have so many people come and go. Anyway, okay. Now that you are aware of being a limitless being and that you're just interacting with this lovely little Abby of yours, it's quite a nice little gadget that we've got here, a nice little interface. Okay, but it is an interface and it can be repaired. And it is made to be self-repairing. The Abbeys are all made to be self-repairing. With the proper input, they can repair themselves. Now, I don't know when we'll get to the point where we can actually replace lost body parts. I know that that should be possible. Okay, maybe when we get more advanced, we can start to replace that kind of thing. I'm not sure, but I think that ought to be possible. There may be some kind of limiter on that, but it probably is subconscious. So, because almost everything is stored away in our subconscious, that's just how we do things. Okay, here's lovely subconscious iceberg that I tell you about. And we melt away a little bit of that every single time. And I think the bit that we're going to melt away this time, let me do a scan and see what is the part of that iceberg that you have that is submerged. And for those of you who are new, when I talk about the iceberg, I'm talking about your consciousness is kind of like an iceberg. This is, of course, allegorical, but it gives you a way to visualize. You only see the tip of it. Your conscious part is just the tip of the iceberg. Most of it is below sea level. Okay, it's that big iceberg down there that's holding it down. You cannot see much of it because the weight of that iceberg that you've accumulated, it is frozen or stuck energy. And it is a whole lot of attitudes, opinions, beliefs, judgments that over the course of a long, long time you've collected, and it's weighing you down. So as you melt that, we're going to visualize it as melting. We're going to visualize it as chipping away and melting that iceberg. It's just a visualization, but it's a pretty healthy visualization. So, I see, Marilena. Yep, you guys are going into your autumn as we're in our spring. Marilena is from Africa, is in South Africa, which a lot of big changes are coming to very shortly. Well, a lot of big changes are coming to everyone. I hate to tell you if you're not aware of that. Great big changes are coming all the way around the world. We're in that time. Okay, so we're going to chip away a little more at the iceberg. I'm scanning for what big issue is tonight. You don't believe in yourself entirely, do you? Okay, there's people here who don't believe who does believe in themselves entirely all the time. Okay, so what attitudes, opinions, and judgments do I have? Now remember, when I ask this question, I'm only bringing up energy. You don't have to answer. You don't have to put it into words. The energy will come up. What we'll do with that energy is we will cleanse it, basically. We will uncreate and destroy the energy that is causing that iceberg to pull down your consciousness down below sea level there. So we're getting rid of that iceberg bit by bit so that you can flow free. Okay. What attitudes, opinions, and judgments do I have that I really can't do magic? I really can't do energy work. None of this is real. I'm deluding myself. Other people are deluding me. This is some kind of trickery. Maybe we have the opinion or judgment that maybe it's not right. Maybe there's something wrong with it. Maybe there's some dark force at work, blah, 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 all of that stuff. It's not true. You know, when you feel it, it's love, it's light, it's beautiful energy. So we know this isn't true, and yet it's stuck in the back there, stuck in the iceberg, because somebody told us somewhere that maybe we're doing the wrong thing. Okay, all of that brings up, and maybe that magic isn't real. It's unscientific, which is bullshit because quantum science is backing it up. Okay, so that's bullshit too. So all of this stuff, we're going to get rid of it. Okay, layer by layer. Remember, it's going to go layer by layer. We're going to take off some layers right now. Would you be willing to uncreate and destroy all those attitudes, opinions, and judgments? And if so, you just have to think, say, type yes, and I will do the clearing statement, which once again comes from Access Consciousness, which is founded by Gary Douglas and Dane Here, to give credit where credit is due. Okay. I now uncreate and destroy all that. All of these attitudes, opinions, and judgments. A godzillion times a godzillion. Good and bad, right and wrong, pock and pot. All nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. And remember, if you can't remember what I said, you can't even remember pock and pot. Because you can just say pock and pot or pot and pock. It really stands for a much longer clearing statement, but it's an abbreviation. If you can't even remember that, just you can even think to yourself whatever it was that the ocean said. Okay? You can do this for yourself. When you realize that you have something coming up that's blocking you, that's an attitude, opinion, or judgment, something in your iceberg, you can chip away at it yourself. Okay, what's the next biggest thing? There's a lot of buried fear. Okay, people have done what some have termed the spiritual bypass on a lot of things. And the spiritual bypass is where you just kind of use oh gosh, that's hard to explain from where I am right now. um, Basically, you're trying to avoid rather than handle. Okay. So rather than actually handling and dealing with the shadow side, you try and bypass it. So let's try this one. What attitudes, opinions, and judgments do I have that my shadow side is just too dark and deep and I just can't deal with it. I don't have the ability to deal with it. It's just too dark and it's just too deep and it's just too scary and it's just too painful. Okay, would we be willing to uncreate and destroy all that dark, scary, painful fear, basically ourselves? Okay. And if so, like I said, this is just bringing up the energy. But the real question is, would you be willing to uncreate and destroy all that? Okay. I now uncreate and destroy all that. Times a godzillion, times a godzillion. Good and bad, right and wrong, pop and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Let's see. I'm going to do a third one. Try to do at least 3 of them each time. Okay. See what the next one is. Does anybody have one specifically that they want to suggest? Because if you do, you can suggest it. That's a particular problem. I know. Wait, I see it. Okay, what attitudes, opinions, and judgments do I have that I'm frail, I'm weak, I'm sick, I don't know how to heal myself, I don't know how to do that. My body can't do that. Maybe somebody else's can, but mine can't. All of that, that's still part of lack of faith in yourself. All of that, would you be willing to uncreate and destroy all that? Okay. I now uncreate and destroy all of this. All that brings up. A godzillion times a godzillion. Good and bad, right and wrong, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Now, how do you feel? Feel a bit different? I certainly do. I might have had a bit of that in there too. I probably did. We all have bits of this stuff lodged in us. We got to pry out. That's okay. We're prying it out. Doesn't matter. Okay. So, how are you feeling, guys? Give me some kind of indication if I'm on the right track here, if this is what you want to hear. We're not doing the guided meditation till towards the end, so I don't want to lose anybody to sleep. We're going to talk about card layouts with the tarot. Remember, the tarot is just sort of like a roadmap, okay? It's a weather report. kind of a weather report. Okay. So it's kind of telling you the conditions right now. But of course, you can alter those conditions. So I always say, remember that whenever you get a reading of any kind, it is a reading based on how things are now if they continue, how things will be if you continue down this particular path you're on. If you change that path, it's going to alter the future as well. Every change you make is going to alter everything, and you don't realize this usually, but it also alters the past. You can alter your past by altering what you do now. Now is the point of power. You can literally change your past. That's advanced work, though. Okay? Right now, we're just going to work on giving ourselves the best possible experience that we can. Unless you don't want to do that and you don't like that. If you don't want to have the best possible experience, maybe you're not interested in that. Okay? But, that's what I'm here to do. So, thank you. Yes, falling asleep. See, I gotta be careful. You get so relaxed, you want to fall asleep. I gotta watch that. Okay. But I want to get you relaxed enough to be able to absorb the information and the energy too. So, here we go. What the spreads are in tarot. And this is tarot lesson number 2, free tarot lesson number 2. The spreads in tarot are the positions of the cards, and it's called a spread. So we have to have some way of designating what area of life or what part of the question each card is answering. That's what the layouts are about, the spreads. That's good. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling good. Try to stay awake. I'm trying to adjust this so I get you relaxed to hear it, but don't put you to sleep. I'm really working on it. So you got to help me to adjust here, know what I'm doing so that I can adjust. Give me some feedback. Okay, the spreads, you can even make up your own spread. There are some tried and true ones that we have used for, centuries, as long as the tarot card's been around. And there are other ones that people have made up that are just as good and, work just as well. You can even make up your own spread. And after a while, it will work just as well as any other. However, it's nice to have some that we have already designated. People have already done the work, put the energy into them, and they work real well. And we already know because they've been tested for working pretty well. So usually there is, in every spread, there is a situational card. That's usually the first card in most of these. The first card is usually the situation. And that, let's see, I'm trying to think of any. No, or it's either the situation or the querent. The querent is the person asking the question. So 11, 10, 11. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's 11:11 here. Exactly, 11:11. Hello, Michelle Canham Free. Okay, so usually the first card is either the situation or the querent, or sometimes kind of stands in for both. Usually there are other cards for other areas of the question, like maybe another person in the situation is another position, or maybe an area of your life. In some, it's areas of your life. It's um, in some spreads, it's going to be like, for instance, in the medicine wheel spread that I do, I use it all the time, particularly with the medicine cards and the sacred path cards. That's where I got the medicine wheel spread. It gives you different areas of your life based on the medicine wheel. And in the center is ether, and that's you. So the spreads are just a way to figure out what each card is talking about. Now, if we're doing a one card reading, that's just going to tell you the basic situation, period. Okay, this is the situation, or this is the answer. Okay, so one card, simplest spread, one card reading. And you can decide, am I doing one card that's telling me the future? Am I doing one card that's telling me right now? Okay. What's happening now? Okay, that's one type of one card reading. Another one, what's going to happen when, at this point? That's another one card reading. What happened at that point, at this point in the past? That's another one card reading you can do. These are all very, very, very simple readings, but they're just going to give you one aspect. Okay, they're just going to tell you that aspect. Okay, next is the two card reading. Two card reading is just what it sounds like. It's a duality type reading. It's either this or that type reading. It's like pile number one or pile number two, choice number one or choice number two, door number one, door number two. You can even do, if you have three, if you're like the Price is Right, maybe you got three. Maybe you'll take the box out there. But really you can do this with just two cards. If you've got two choices to make, you can do this with a two card reading, and just the card with the different or higher value, better outcome, you go with that. Okay. So say you're planning on doing something, you do a two card reading. That means you lay one, you designate this pile is about, this card is this, that card is that option. Which one looks better? That's a two card reading. Or actually, you can use that for so many things. I'll just let you roll with that. People have gotten creative with this, and it's just a simple, very simple reading. Or if you have a third option, you might want a third pile. But this is what happens if I door number three, Okay, another three card reading. This is three cards now. Past, present, future. Very common. This is, this was going on in the past. The middle is, this is what caused the situation right now. Is this past card here? Caused this here. This is what's going on now. And the future, because of that, is here. Okay, that's a very, very simple spread. Past, present, future. And used quite frequently. And, I'm giving you the beginner ones first. Because some people try to get too complicated in the very beginning, and I don't think that's always a great thing, because there's a lot to a tarot spread. Okay, so now I'm trying to think of any other situations where you'd be using a three. Well, if there are three options and you're trying to find out what the three options are. Say you've got three different people you could be dealing with. Okay. We lay down a card for this one, a card for this one, a card for this one. That tells us the situation. Okay. Once again, you can get creative with this. I mean, people have gotten very creative and made their own meanings up. Okay, next is there are a few. I'm trying to think. I don't personally use that many 4 cards, but there is one. There is one that is set out in a circle that gives you a little bit more idea of the stage, and I think it's called, well, different people call it different things, but I think it's called the cycle, because it's like many things have a 4-stage cycle. Like, for instance, a butterfly has egg, larva, pupa, butterfly, adult butterfly. People have birth, childhood, adulthood, and age, or maturity. We'll call it maturity. Sometimes you'll have, oh yes, another 3 card. Sorry. Another 3 card spread is the body, mind, spirit. And occasionally there's also a 4 card that is body, mind, emotion, spirit. Okay? So because some people break this into 4, and indeed sometimes our thoughts and our emotions are different. And then our spirit is off doing something entirely different too. So you can break it up like that too. But once again, I'm not giving you the names because really I never did bother to learn the names of most of these. But you can see how this progression is. It is that because you designated that. Okay, that position means that because we designated that that position means that. That's all there is to it. Somebody came up with this idea and designated this is this and that is that. That's all a spread is. And that's why if you make up your own spread, that will work fine too, to suit your own needs. Okay. So who else is here? Did somebody else come in that I don't see? If anybody came in that I didn't see because I was too busy doing my job here, hello and welcome and thanks for coming. Hope you enjoy your stay. Okay. So now I'm going to give you some examples of this. Let me get out my tarot cards. And while I'm getting out my tarot cards, I'm going to play the intro. We're already an hour in and I haven't played my intro, so I'm going to take a quick break, get out my cards, and be right back. Okay, and pardon me while whoa, what did I do? Ah, whoa, guys, whoa, that didn't go well. Hang on, let me get back here. I cannot see your comments. Yes, just something happened there. It's okay, we'll deal. Now you can see we have a lot more light on the subject. Let me see if there's a way to turn this so that you can actually see the card deck. Can you see the card deck? Can you see the cards? Doggone it, I'm not going to be able to do it that way. Hang on. Let's see if I can do it this way. Hang on. We're gonna be futzing around for a minute. Let me see what I can do. Okay. Now you can see the deck. Okay. But I can't read what you're saying. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work, guys. Okay. I can't really read what you're saying, but can you see the cards? Okay. Well, I can kind of read it. I got you turned sideways. So, I can't really, yeah, I can't really do that. Let me see if there's another way I can do this. Hang on. There's got to be a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'll do it the way I used to do it back in the olden days, before I had the fancy setup here. Okay, here we go. Now, okay. Now you can see the cards. Okay. You can also see my craft stuff right there, sitting right there. And my fancy handbags in the back there. Okay. So let's go with, I don't know what's going on here. What the heck is going on here? There's somebody that is, it's Michelle Canham Free of all things. Hi, Maria or Mariah. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. I'm doing my best here, people. Remember, okay. So here are the cards. I'm going to show you typically when you shuffle them, and everybody has a different way, but you shuffle them pretty much like you shuffle for anything. Whoa, ho, ho. What? Peaceful resolution, moving on, compromise, communication, ending conflict. Oh, okay, maybe we have an ending of conflict. Having a little trouble, maybe that's going to stop now. Okay, thank you. Okay. Hello, Maria or Mariah. Maria. It looks like Maria to me. Okay, so we're done shuffling. And now we're going to do a single card. And I'm going to say, well, I should do that before I cut them even. I should say, okay. This is going to be for what do we want to ask? Okay, so you decide. You got to decide what you're going to ask. I'm going to ask, am I going to get a laptop within the month? So we cut the cards into 3 and put them back together and take one off the top. And it says, overindulgence, gossiping, bitchiness, and lack of social life. So this is telling me something about my quest to get a laptop. Now, as far as me being overindulgent, I don't know how that works. But gossiping, bitchiness, and lack of social life. It might be trying to just tell me I don't have much of a social life right now. How are you going to get this done when you don't even have a car? And I don't. So it's kind of telling me, you see, this is a reversed meaning of a card, and I should really stick to upright meanings only so I don't confuse you guys. So it's like, obviously, I'm not being, the way you read it is, well, you're ruling out things. I'm not being overindulgent, and I'm not gossiping, and there isn't any bitchiness involved here. So it's got to be lack of a social life. Yeah, how am I going to get a hold of a computer when I don't even drive and I don't know that many people in the building yet to even ask for a ride? So, okay, I understand. What I got to do is socialize a little bit and find out who can take me to go out and get a computer. I hate to tell you, but yeah, my life is that boring right now. Even though, in other respects, I'm quite busy online, my actual physical social life is, oh, I'm trying to rev it up. I'm trying to do better with it. I'm trying to actually go to the coffee clatches and get to the parties and stuff and meet the people here in this new place. Finally, after all of this COVID craziness. So you get to see me bitched up by my own cards. Okay, but I do have a friend that I might be able to get. I do have a couple of friends that might be able to get me to somewhere like Micro Center. So based on that, so am I going to be able to get out and get a laptop at somewhere like a Micro Center with one of my friends? If I enlist one of my friends, is that going to work for me? Oops. And oh yeah, that's fine. Yep, you're going to need help to do that. In other words, okay, going to need a social life. Balance, peace, patience, mediation, moderation, inner calm, perspective, tranquility, harmonious relationships, soulmates, and serenity. So, in other words, yes, you're going to have to get one of your friends to help you with it. Okay, great. And see on this card is yes. These cards, by the way, are the learning deck, and I chose this so that I could teach you better because it gives cheat sheet right on it. Okay, that's a 1-card reading, and that's the one that I usually give free. Yeah, we just need to do that. So maybe maybe it would even help to ask you guys, I need me a new computer. Help me manifest it. Help me manifest a kick-ass new computer for myself. So, because it's telling me you need some help from your friends. So don't get upset with the cards when they give you a scalding like that, a scolding. Sometimes they scold you a little bit. Don't take it personally. It's like, this is what you need to know. See how they're teaching you something already. This is something that I guess a lot of people wouldn't want you to see. So let's do a 2-card reading. Okay. Let's say, what's a good 2-card reading type question? So this is a 2 choices. So should I go with a laptop or another PC? Would that be better? I've kind of decided on a laptop, but would it be better to go with something besides a laptop? Is there a better option? Like maybe a newer phone or a tablet or something else. But right now, the reason I need a laptop is because I need to be able to switch through windows and stuff. And this is for streaming purposes, we're asking. So we're going to put 2 cards down. I'm half afraid now to do this. And usually I almost always pick the middle to put up on top, but you don't have to. Okay, now this pile is going to be, this card is going to be get a laptop. This card is going to be get something else. Okay. Whoa. This is a major arcana. This is a minor arcana. Now, the interesting thing is, this is a major arcana and would take precedence. This is a minor arcana, and you see how this is now this is good because this is could be confusing to somebody. This is a very good card, the Queen of Pentacles, and it's a yes, but this is a major arcana, but it's a no. So normally the major arcana would take precedence, and the minor one would be no. But these are just the opposites. So now what do? Well, I'm looking at what this card means. Addiction, depression, mental health issues, secrecy, obsession, cheating, dependency, bondage, materialism, sexuality, powerlessness, hopelessness, abuse, violence, and assault. Kind of sounds like maybe the laptop idea needs reconsideration, although it would be a nice big change. Maybe there's something I have to look into as far as the laptop. Maybe there's something going on with laptops right now that I have to look into. Whereas there may be another alternative. It won't be as nice, however, it will be more cost effective. Okay, so it could just be telling me to wait a little bit. Okay, wait for the right timing. So this is mature, grounded female, businesswoman, high social status, butterfly, generous, loyal, prosperity, success, financially independent, wealth, and luxury. Oh, I think I get it. Maybe it's saying, I think it is saying wait. Wait, right now is not the time. Over here. Okay, is that what it's saying? And that would be a yes. Yes. Okay, see, now this is called asking for clarification. This is the clarification card, the Knight of Cups. And it's a yes card. Okay. So, that's how you do that. And yes, you can. Um, so you can actually ask for clarification of what you're seeing. So basically, okay, I better lay that out. And what's going on with this? Ah, I see. Okay. So we end up with the Queen of Wands coming up as the clarifier for this. The Queen of Wands is actually my card, a card that could represent me because I'm a fire sign and she's a fire sign. Queen of Wands, and energetic, vivacious, strong, courageous, passionate, funny, independent, confident, optimistic, outgoing, assertive, sexy, chaotic, hot-tempered, forgetful, and efficient. All that rolled in, okay? So the modification is this wouldn't fit me as it is right now. And it may have something to do with price because this is Pentacles. And this has something to do with my impulsive nature, okay? Now, knight, this being a knight, although it is a yes, this could mean a water sign person. So if I'm looking for somebody to help me out, the water sign person would help me out. Okay. Um, so, okay, you see how that goes. So I'm putting the cards away. So I need to wait and get the right thing. I need to wait until the time. Right now there's some kind of strings attached. There would be strings attached. You saw the chains on that. There would be some kind of strings attached to getting the laptop that I wouldn't like. Now a card just fell out and I usually see this as additional information. And this is a maybe card, but it's saying balance, trying to find balance, resourcefulness, ups and downs, adaptability, flexibility, juggling life, juggling money, balancing books, transferring money, profit and loss. Okay, yeah, it's definitely saying yes, I am correct. There's some kind of money or financial thing that would be going on. It wouldn't be quite right for me to get it just yet. It's going to come, though. It's going to come in its own time. Okay, so you see how this goes? Or it's actually going to come at the right time. So, we can intend for it and stuff. There may be something even better coming that would work just as well or better, or it's not the right time. Now, sometimes you get disappointed like that. Now I'm going to do a 3, okay? I'm going to do a past, present, future. And actually, I haven't gotten anything. Draw one more card. Did you just type that or? So anyway, and the Pentacles woman, the Queen of Pentacles there, is somebody with enough money um, to do all this. So actually, right now, I wouldn't be able to really get a decent laptop, but in the future, if I save up a little bit, I could get maybe a decent one. It may be referring to that too. Okay, we're going to do 3 card reading now, which is past, present, future. So, I'm going to give you an opportunity for a free reading. Does anybody want to ask a question? Okay. Does anybody want to ask a question? You get a freebie here. We're going to do a past, present, future. Okay. I'll wait a moment while you're trying to decide if you have a past, present, future question. Okay. How about this? Are we going to see an improvement? I don't want to ask something too testy, too dangerous here. I have some things on my mind that I could ask. How about if we ask, we're not, none of us much satisfied with this administration. Let's just ask, how about this? Ask how, here in the United States at least, and where many of us are from, is it going to get any better? Because right now we're having a rocky road. Within the next month or so, we're going to see then in this spread, past, present, and future, we're going to see what led up to this in the past, current situation, and what happens in the future if things continue along this path. Okay, so here we go with the 3-card reading. I just heard something go on in the kitchen and it sounded like a circuit breaker. I think a circuit breaker just went off. We must have had something go on with the power. We've been having power issues off and on for a while, so can't do very much about that, guys. Let me make sure that I am plugged in so that we don't get blinked off while I'm in the middle of doing cards. Okay. Okay, I already come up with one, but we can do that one too. That would be a 1-card reading, Linda. Wait, there's a card laying here. What does it say? Lack of money, poor financial control, lack of opportunities, or lost opportunities. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. If that was an answer to your question, that would be, and since it is normally a yes card, it would be yes, but not right away. You're going to have to do some saving up for it, or something, if that was your card. So hang on. Okay, but that's more of a 1-card reading thing. Am I going to go to California? But we can make that a past, present, future, okay? Let's see if that was actually your card. I better, oh geez. I hope I didn't confuse them because I had something said already. Okay, I promise I'll do both of them. Thank you. I will do both of them. I will do yours too, but because I came up with that first, I better ask that first so we don't confuse it. Okay. How will things go for us? It's kind of a rocky road right now. Are we going to get it any better in the future here in America? We've got a lot of things going on here. How's it going to go? Okay. improvement in finances, luck, and the end of hardship, positive change. Okay, that's already begun. That is the past, so it has already begun. Right now, it is peaceful resolution, moving on, compromise, communication, and ending of conflict. So right now, something is being resolved. Okay. Um, so we're resolving something. And in the future, holding on to people, possessions, issues, deep seated past issues, hoarding, stinginess, control, possessiveness, financial stability, financial security. Okay. It looks like to me what they're going to do is they're going to try and mess with our finances. But we knew this. Right now, we're trying to be peaceful and compromise and communicate, and we'd love to see the end of this war, etc., etc. Mm, but it looks like what the next thing is coming up is money situations. So that's the way you do that. Now, if you wanted clarity, you'd say, okay, tell me more about this right here. Loneliness, paranoia, isolation, being reclusive, withdrawal, antisocial, and restrictive. Actually, this looks like people kind of capitulating. They just want it to end. Right now, everybody just wants it to end because of all of this here. Loneliness, paranoia, isolation, all the things that the last 3 years have given us. Okay? All of this wonderful stuff here. They just want it to end. Makes perfect sense. Future. Ah, okay. New ideas, new plans, intellectual ability, victory, success, mental clarity, clear thinking, breakthroughs, ability to concentrate, communication, realizing the truth, vision, force, and focus. Yes, it looks like in the future. And this guy is also holding on to money. Now, one of the problems we've been having is we got Gramp Sniffer out spending all our money when we got all kinds of things in this country that we need. Okay. And he's out giving it all to everybody else, right? He's spending it like water, like he's got no tomorrow, which you may not, because he's frankly, poor fella is probably not got a lot longer, right? So, um, anyway, it looks like new things are coming, and new things in the financial realm, and maybe even to help us hold on to our money, maybe to help us keep our possessions, because there are some people who are trying to get everything off of us. Remember, have you'll have nothing and you'll love it. I don't think so. Um, I think something's going to be changing financially for us very soon. That's the way it looks. So that's how you use the clarifier cards, okay, in a spread. So next will be, we're going to do an example of, oh yeah, okay, will I go to California? I'm going to do on that. Yeah, I can do a past, present, future on that. And will I get better health care? I'll show you past, present, future. Okay. in the past. Unhappy home family, dysfunctional. And it would have been yes, but there's issues going on within the family. So you wanted to go, but there's been family stuff going on. Lack of structure, routine, intelligence used in a bad way, irrational, illogical. Right now, at the present time, it's still a yes card, but it wouldn't make sense to do it right now. There is also quite possibly a King of Swords, which is a air man who might be involved in this. In the future, yes, it would be. Now, this is funny. In the future, the card is no, but the energy is moving forward, moving on, accepting help, healing, forgiveness, and rejoining the world. This needs some clarification, I'd say. Okay. Saying inability to move forward, fear of beginnings, repeating negative patterns, resisting change, independence. This is a major arcana. These are all minor arcana. This is a major arcana. This is what you really need to pay attention to. There are some things that are precluding you from doing that, and it's these things. Negative patterns, maybe a little fear, maybe resisting change or dependency on something. It looks like at this time, no, but could be a yes if you change some things around, if you change some of the probabilities. Okay, will I get better health care? James Ortiz. Past. It's normally a yes card, but there's insecurity, infertility, lack of confidence, lack of growth, overbearing tendencies, disharmony, and negligence. Seems like they've been neglecting you. Okay. And I know that you feel that way. The Ace of Wands is giving you a yes. Yes, this is possible. New beginnings, good news, physically starting something, creative spark, new initiative, finding new passion, enthusiasm, urgency, accepting a challenge, potential, talent, and growth. This would say, yes, the potential exists right now for a new start, because aces are a new start. Okay. The last card is the King of Pentacles, and that is a definite yes. Mature, grounded male, successful, wealthy businessman, bettering yourself, not a risk taker, empire, thriving, high status, stability, security, enterprising, and provider. Yes. So, yes, it is quite possible. Just keep pushing for it, and yes, you can get better health care. Okay. The last two are yes. And the only major arcana, now this carries some weight because it's a major arcana, but it's still a yes, but it's just not dignified. So yeah, maybe in the past there was some heavy negligence, but it looks like you're on the mend with that and it's going to get better. Okay. I don't think we need any clarifier for that. Okay. Okay, so let's do my favorite, the medicine wheel. Do we have a question for the medicine wheel spread? That's a 5-card spread. If you don't come up with one, I'll come up with one. Okay, this is what I'm going to ask. How's it going to go? What can we expect? Because this is a very good one to use for seasons. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll do a 4-card. I'll show you a 4-card, an example of a 4-card. And we will go, what is going to be the nature of each of the seasons for us? Okay. Ooh, interesting one fell out. It's in the wind right now. There's releasing pain, overcoming depression, optimism, and forgiveness. Well, yeah, we're going to need to do a lot of that. Okay, so show us seasonally what's going to happen because we're coming into our spring. Africa, if you want me to do a separate one for Africa, I'll do a separate one for Africa, Marilena. Okay? Or if you live somewhere else where they don't have the same season. Okay. I'm going to do a 4-card. We're going to do the seasons. In the spring, which is where we are. This is usually a happy home and sheltering. But this is unhappy home, family life, dysfunctional family, and broken home. This is really what's going on this spring. Quite a lot of this. Not surprising. Not surprising. This summer, we have bad, disappointing news, lack of ideas, planning, defensive player. So, and this is a younger energy. It is a air sign, and it is a person who is not experienced. So, there's going to be some bad news this summer. You know, there's going to be some disappointing news. Okay, lack of planning. Okay, I would say you want to change this. Well, ask for clarification on this later. What can we do? Tower in the fall. Oh boy. Chaos, destruction, sudden upheaval, trauma, unexpected change, disaster, loss, tragedy, revelation, confusion, pain, divorce, abuse, violence, bankruptcy, and natural disasters. Ay, 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 we got to do something about this. But in the winter, strength. The major arcanas are in the fall and the winter. It's when it's going to be the heaviest. Hate to tell you, at present, we're going to be going through the spring and the summer. We're not through it yet. We're apparently, as it is right now, things gotta go over here in the fall. But then in the winter, we get strength, inner strength, courage, bravery, confidence, compassion, taming, control, overcoming self-doubt, focus, persuasion, and influence. Oh, well, that's depressing, isn't it? Let's ask for how we ourselves, as people of knowledge, what can we do to help ourselves during this time? During this very tumultuous time, what can we do? Give us clarity on this. What are we to do? Whoa, I ended up with 2 cards there. Theft. Making a break for it. Deceit, lies, trickery, theft. Scheming, underhanded, dangerous, risky behavior, enemy masquerading as a friend, spying, lack of conscience, strategy, resourceful. See how this is? We know this though. We know this is going on. It's true. But what do we do about it? New jobs, self-employment, building business, trade, reputation, craftsmanship, quality, master, expertise, hard work, commitment, dedication, concentration, success. What I'm getting is but. We can be okay if we work at it in our own way. Patience. Patience. Keyword is patience. And this guy is working hard at building a future for himself. So the advice is build your own future. Do not let other people build your future for you. Don't let them make this the only future. You get in there and work on it and change it and make it the way that you need it to be. This guy is working hard on his craft and he is about to have some returns from it. So this is good. See, that's clarification. Clarification of the summer is regret, refusing offers, missed opportunities, stagnation, apathy, disillusion, focusing on the negative, self-absorption, depression, boredom, nostalgia, and remorse. Whoa, this guy, and the key word is apathy. So it's saying, doggone it, don't let yourself become apathetic. Events are maybe going to want you to become apathetic. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. Don't stagnate. Don't miss your opportunities. Don't focus on negative. You know? Okay. Don't think about how it used to be. That's gone. This is a warning not to get like this. Okay. And, okay, here's a warning. This is the night of, wow, yeah, financial. This is financial and with property. Impatient, lazy, apathy, lack of common sense, unstable, unskilled, unreliable, disloyal. Oh boy, yeah, in the fall we're going to see a crash. This may be the financial crash we've been looking at for a while. This may be the final crash coming up in the fall. And why? Yeah, impatient, lazy, apathy, lack of common sense. I would say the advice would be, once again, more advice not to be apathetic. Don't be apathetic about this. Take your future in your hands. The last one. Releasing fear, unveiling secrets, subsiding anxiety, truth, regaining composure and self-deception. Okay. So, which of these do we think it is? Well, we think probably it's all of those things because of the strength card here. Releasing fear, unveiling secrets, and subsiding anxiety, truth, regaining composure. There. Okay. Finally, towards next winter, we finally break through and make some sense out of things. Okay? But we're going to have to go through all of this, and in the meantime, don't become apathetic. I'm going to ask a special question now, because this is going to, looks like it's going to hurt a lot of people. Okay, but what if we, and this is the nation as a whole, this is not us. Now I'm going to ask how it's going to be for us. Just basically the people who are going to be working on this. Judgment. Judgment, self-evaluation, awakening, renewal, composure, decisiveness, homesickness, snap judgments, portioning, blame, forgiveness. Okay, so basically judgment is the card of waking up. For us, waking up more in the spring. And remember, we're going to be doing our work, right? We're working on it right now. Okay. Oh dear. In the summer, there is a chance of, I'm trying to figure this one out. Ah, yes. If you don't give in, if you don't give up, you need to stand your ground. Don't give up on your beliefs. There are things that are going to be so crappy that you're going to want to fold. And you can't do that. Okay, we need to not do that. On the other hand, it could also be that something is coming to an end, is admitting defeat, is I don't think that's us though somehow. Admitting defeat, I think something is going to be like, okay, I'm done. I can't take this anymore in our lives. In the fall is actually this crashing is going to bring improvement for us. Finance, luck, end of hardship, positive change in the fall. So this crap that they're throwing at us is actually going to change with this crash in the fall for us, the people that are staying awake over here. Okay. And up here we have now we finally have the peaceful resolution, moving on, compromise, communication, and then the ending of conflict. So it looks like finally in the winter. Now it's interesting that in the winter, isn't that going to be about the times we find out who's running for what and who's not going to be running? So yeah, once again, things clear up for us in the winter too. This is telling us that as hard as it's going to be in the summer, don't give up. Things are going to be better for us when this happens here in the fall. Now, can we change this? Absolutely. We can absolutely change this. So, yeah. Don't withdraw. We need to work together. Okay. Now, this is all going to be, as I say us, those of us who are awake, that's kind of a mixed bag. We're going to have to be on our toes. Okay? We're going to have to actively work towards things being better. It's not going to be just handed to us. Yep, here, look. King of Swords fell out. Yes, it says routine, structure, intelligence, rational, logical, power, authority, strength, manners, conversation, discerning, detached, cool, honesty, integrity, ethics, morals, clinical, and stern. Okay. So this is a tough guy coming in. This is a tough, this is like using, using your brain power, using your mind power. Okay. And, yeah, it looks like somebody is going to come in that's going to restructure things. Something kind of energy coming in to restructure things, and probably a guy. Okay, so okay, well, brace yourselves. Like I said, remember that's just if this is how things continue. We can't let things play us. We must play the game and not let the game play us. Okay, one more spread will be the medicine wheel spread, and that will be our last spread. What do we want to ask? Our wish is that we can get through this. Maybe yes, maybe we can all wish that um, we can get through this with the least bloodshed and actually come out on the other end shining. That we can maybe mitigate this and soften this a little bit, but I think really it's all happening for people to wake up. People have got to wake up, every last one that can possibly wake up. And those that can't wake up, they might be leaving. I don't know. Maybe they're leaving the planet. So let's, okay. Highest and best good for all of humanity. That's right. Okay, I'll tell you what. Yeah, we've been on 2 hours. And 2 hours is about all I'm going to be on anymore because I like to go and do other stuff and I want to go see some other stuff. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the medicine wheel spread for next time and just say, look, we can change anything. As dreadful as that looks, we can change this, regardless of what it looks like. And on the other side of this, it looks like things are going to be much better for us. We just got to hang on and not grow apathetic about it. Okay. I love you guys. Please. Yeah, and we're not going to do another meditation. We just don't have time. We got too much in the cards. But hopefully I got you feeling better enough from the exercises before that you're going to have a nice night and a good sleep. Don't worry about this stuff that's going on in the world. We can handle it. We're going to be able to handle it, at least for ourselves, and make our own choices. Okay? We're going to make our own choices. Love you guys. Yeah, the 100th monkey. We need that 100th monkey. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to turn the camera around and say goodnight because we're out of time. Okay. So, thank you so much for coming to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like it if you liked it. If you didn't like it, well, do whatever. Do you, boo. But anyway, hope you did like it. I hope you got something from this. I'm going to be with you through this. Don't worry. I don't foresee me going anywhere right away, off planet or anything right away. So, wow, the lighting is absolutely abysmal. Anyway, Okay, love you guys. And guess what, D? Okay, what? What, Michelle Cannon Free? I'm waiting with bated breath. No, I'm not waiting with bated breath. That's yucky. That would be earthworms, wouldn't it? Bait. Blech, that sounds yucky. No, I refuse to eat the bugs. I'm not going to do it. It's my sense of humor. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to say, loved having you here. Thank you so much for showing up. Hope you got something out of this. Truth is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some on my show. And I'll be back again on Wednesday at 10:10. We're here every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday doing this kind of woo. And woo is what we do. Hope to see you. Okay. And more magic, more woo, more of all of the stuff you like right here, Wednesday. Um, we're going to have some guests coming on pretty soon, it looks like. I'll tell you when that's going to happen. Um, oh, okay. I'm getting a few messages. I'll let you know what that's all about. I'm kind of getting some downloads, I think. I'm getting some communications. Okay. Remember that you are divine. You're creators. Create the future. Don't just let it happen to you. Don't let the game play you. Play the game. Okay? You play it. Don't let it play you. Right. A post all about decomposing coffee. Interesting. A post about decomposing coffins as I told you to put your worries in a decomposing coffin and let it die. Let your burdens, put your burdens in a decomposing coffin and let it decompose and recycle. Isn't that interesting? Yes, that is crazy. Crazy. Right. Okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to be fine. On the other side of this is a very bright future. I promise. We're going to get through it. Stephen Drumstud for you too. That's a great name. Hi, Stephen. You just got here at the very end. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll have to wear shades. That's right. Okay. Take care, you guys. And don't forget to tell people you love them. Okay. And let's see, is there anything else we're forgetting? I think that's it. Just the time is 10:10. Oh, there, me, Mary, something or other. Oh, it's me, Mary. Okay, hi, Mary. Okay, Mary, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I love you, dear. I love you all. I will see you soon. Okay. Take care until Wednesday. We'll be announcing Wednesday. We have something kind of cool happening, it looks like Wednesday. Tell you more later.